Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. What's the most overstable plastic in putters? I think he's missing some stuff. Most overstable plastic in putters, mid-ranges to drivers, same with most understable plastic.
Okay, so which is the most overstable plastic in general, which is the most understable plastic in general?
He says, I'm 12 years old and have been playing for 3 years, and I can throw faster speeds like 11 and 12, and I just want the perfect bag so I can have a great round. He said to keep it real, so I'm going to keep it real, Gavin. We all want the perfect bag so that we can throw great rounds.
Same.
But to answer his question, yeah, what do you got for as far as from most overstable to the most understable as far as plastics?
You want to go or you want me to, Zach?
You start off, Robert.
Okay.
You take it.
You start off, yeah. You just take the whole thing.
So when it comes to the more overstable versions of discs, Lucid plastic is usually the most overstable version of a disc that we're going to have. Occasionally, like a Lucid X disc is going to be a little bit more overstable. So if you're comparing a Lucid Maverick to a Lucid X Maverick, the Lucid X Maverick is going to be the most overstable. But those aren't really stock discs. They're made at certain times throughout the year. I think they're worth checking out for sure, other than the Maverick, because that one is not that great. I'm just kidding. It's fantastic. I really do like it. But Lucid X would be the most overstable. But what you can see on the shelf most of the time, Lucid plastic, Fusion plastic, and Lucid start off pretty close to one another. I would say Fusion tends to start off about the same stability, and it beats in just a little bit more quickly. So I think more of my beat-up discs are Fusion discs as opposed to Lucid discs between those two. Then after that, you go to Biofusion plastic. Biofusion is a regrind of some of our other premium plastics. It's great for if you want to beat a disc in somewhat quickly into like a bomber type disc or something that a mold that you like, but you'd love a little bit more turn quickly. Biofusion is great for that. And then our classic plastics and Prime, those are going to beat up more quickly. So if you find like a Prime Maverick, a lot of times it'll be a little bit more stable than the others out of the box, but it's going to beat up a lot more quickly because it's more of a base plastic. So that's kind of how that goes, and that's pretty much that way for drivers, fairways, mid-ranges, and putters.
Did you want to wrap that up for him, Zach?
It's like he works for Dynamic Disc.
It's true. Now, thank you. Here's an extra. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Actually, I'll be here really for like months.
Right.
We in here. That we do have Moonshine plastic in some versions of discs. I find that the Moonshine often starts even more overstable than Lucid, but it tends to beat in a little bit more quickly than Lucid does. And so out of the box, like a Moonshine Verdict is very overstable, but they can just beat in a little bit over time.
And this is the general case for most molds, but this is not always the.
It's not this is not a rule. It's more of a guideline.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions, yes.
Right. Like there are some discs that, for whatever reason, in Lucid come out, like distance drivers, in Lucid come out kind of flat, and in Fusion come out with more dome. And in general, the ones with more dome are going to be more overstable. That's just kind of how the molds work sometimes. So the best thing to do is to check out individual molds in different plastics. We made a fieldwork pack for several discs like this, where you can buy all in one pack a Lucid, a Fusion, a Bio, and a Prime or an Air or something like that version of it, so that you can test out all the plastics. Super good for field work, as the name would suggest, but also for carrying multiple molds in different plastics, different stages of wear.